Chimriap Sur, I'm okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to our library persona. In this video, I will share about my other favorite book. The title is Suicide Notes, which is written by the Michelle Thomas Ford. Actually, this book I have I have read it for a long time ago. It is the first novel book in English that I have read, and it is also one of my favorite book, and I will tell you why it can attract me to read this one. Okay, so now let's move to the storyline of the book. Actually, I know that the author, they have a lot of tricky way to attract the reader, but this book is really a surprise me. The first time when I read this one, this novel, I can say the type of it is the main character talk. It's not the talk from the author, like the author describes something. It's not like that. It's the feeling from the character. And when I read it, first I thought that our main character is a girl. Okay, in this story, they talk about they woke up in the hospital, the mental hospital, and they're so confused. And after I read it so far, until I think, as I remember, until chapters 5 or 6, I realized that our main character is a boy. Okay, now let's move back to the story. Okay, so he woke up in the hospital, in the mental hospital, and he saw a nurse and also a doctor, and he quite confused, like why he's here and why he have to be in the hospital. He's not sick, he feel fine actually. And also, the doctor asked him a lot of weird questions, some kind of stuff, and he even, the main character, he even give the nickname to call the doctor, like the funny nickname, and also like calling the nurse, kind of something like that. And after that, after he got to ask the questions, and also he have to stay in that hospital. As I remember, the duration is around 3 months, it's quite long, and he's really get annoyed, he feel bored, why he has to stay in there, because he's not sick, and he have to stay in the white room, and he could not do anything at all. He could not go outside. The only thing that he can do in there is talk with another patient, and also only watch the TV, and the TV that they have watched, they could not turn on the sound. They just can watch only the movement in the TV. And after that, he also make friends with the other patients in there, and they also can get along. They also do some kind of crazy stuff, like play a trick with the nerd, because in this main character, they are all the teenager, so that's why they kind of playful and being rude at the same time. And in the story also shows about that the hospital also allow his sister, also his parents, to visit him once in a while. And in this story, the heartbreaking in this one is our main character always looking forward to his best friend, girl's best friend, he waiting for her, when she's gonna visit him, something like that. But the answer that he got from his sister is none. His best friend don't even care at all, and it's quite heartbroken. And the main character, they don't understand why his best friend have to act in that way. And the things that I learned from this one is it's remind me of when we are a teenager, we always have the friendship issues, and we always act being rude, our behavior always rude, especially to the older people. And yeah, because we are young, we don't know how to act. Actually, we don't know how to respect the other, and that's why, like, and also I used to be a teenager, so we have been through that. And after I read the story, I can relate to it. And actually, we cannot blame those kind of people, like, because they don't understand something like that, and also they might experience the bad thing. That's why it lead them to act in those kind of way. And also our like in this novel also taught me that actually our parents always choose the best thing for us, but important thing is for the first time we do not understand like why they have to do that, why they have to choose that. We feel like sometimes we feel like, oh, they are so cruel to give us those kind of decisions, but at the end, after we understand it, we could see that the important thing that they want for us is only the best thing to make us like feel happy, or like to being healthy, to recover, something like that. And also in the story, because of the hospital is the mental hospital, so it also show us about the problems like related to our feeling. And also like all the kids, they also have a pressure. Even though they are kids, it doesn't mean that they have to be like happy all the time. They also have a lot of issues that they have been through. And especially like also show about the other patients in the story, like they end up being here too. I remember like one girl in this story, like because she also share her experience to the our main character, is that she's being in the mental hospital because her stepfather like threatened her or mocking her. That's why it affect to her mental health. That's why she end up here. And also because like she tried to do the suicide, that's why her mother like take her to this hospital to keep her safe, some kind of stuff. And also a lot of other people sharing in this experience. So after I read this book, I can relate like I mean that I can relate what they have been through, even though they are young, but it really affect them a lot. And okay, now let's move to the other one. Is that the thing that I love from this book, I think is the author, they know how to do the plot twist in all situations. It means that I am, as a reader, I could not predict what gonna happen next. Some novel you might see that, oh, after this something this gonna happen and so on, but in this novel I could not predict at all. Like they always, like he always have the plot twist in this one, and also like surprise event in this novel, and I really loved it. And especially for the end part, I mean that for the whole story they only talk about the presence, like he's in the hospital, and always show like what kind of experience that he gained in it. But at the end of the story, it show about the reason why he end up in this place, and the reason behind like why he stayed there. It's really surprised me. And just spoil a little bit, it means that after I read it, I could understand that all the bad thing happens, the people who involved in it, we could not put blame on them. Like it's not everyone's fault to make that kind of bad thing happens. And we also can understand that no one want the bad thing happen, but sometimes is like it is what it is. So yeah, I don't want to spoil it, right? So if you, after you listen to this one, if you are into, really recommend this book. And if you are finished the book, you can drop any comments and what do you think about this book after you read. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye. Chum Riệt Lia.